Hey guys, Christian Self-Help here, back at it with another video. Today I want to talk about don't become like your abuser. You ever wondered why your abusive parent, abusive wife, abusive husband treated you like trash? It's because they're consumed by their insecurities. You know those feelings in the back of your head? Those voice in the back of your head tells you you're not as good as you think you are, imposter syndrome, those insecurities. They've been consumed by it. It's all they can ever think about. This, you're not good enough, you're not strong enough. And it leads them to do stupid things in order to chase a feeling of pride, a false image of pride, because they're so consumed by their own insecurities. They'll feel like maybe they're kind of weak. They're not that tough. They're not that strong. So instead of hitting the gym and getting strong like a normal person, those negative feelings lead them to go pick on a little kid, pick on women and children. And they've just, that's what they keep doing over and over. But here's the thing, that image is false. They would do that so they can appear strong to themselves. But that image is false. It's a superficial image. They know it deep down. So they'll have to keep doing it more and more and more and get more and more extreme. And they just keep getting worse. You know how you avoid that from happening to you? By drawing the line in the sand and saying, I don't care what people think about me. At some point, image at some point has to stop mattering. You know what? I do not care what people think about me. People think I'm weird. People think I'm lame. People think I'm not cool. Whatever. You have to draw a line and say, I don't care anymore. They could not find the strength to draw that line. And as a result, they became obsessed with their own insecurities. It's consumed them. Every waking thought of their mind is focused on, I'm not that good. I'm not that cool. I have to prove it somehow by doing some lame stuff. And because deep down they're actually cowards, they can't stand up. They can't stand up to their own insecurities. So they're going to end up doing something lame and stupid, like fighting somebody who doesn't fight you back. Yeah, real tough. Why don't you fight somebody who actually fights you back? So that's what insecurity leads you to do when you let it take over. You have to draw the emotional strength to say, I don't care anymore, and you won't get into those dumb situations. Look up body cam videos of male Karens, especially the male Karens. Actually, any Karen will do, but especially the male Karens. They'll pick on somebody, yell on somebody for whatever reason, and then when the guy yells back, they freak out. They just can't handle it. Why? Because this is what happens when you let insecurity guide you. You get so focused on superficial images. That's what insecurity leads you. And you end up picking on someone. You end up going across the wrong one. Someone who's fighting you back. And then they switch flips in their mind. Act like a victim. Act like a victim. Why? Because they're so focused on image. And that's all they can think about. They'll flip-flop back and forth between act like a tough guy, act big. Then when the cops come with the cuffs, act like a victim, say, help, help. Wait, why would people help you when you were acting like a jerk? In fact, aren't you supposed to be tough? Now everybody thinks that you're a coward because you didn't back up your word. But this is what this insecurity leads you to do. When you let it take over, you stop making sense. You devolve into a cartoon character. You know, cartoon characters are all about image. You look up anime, all they do is pose. It's images to them. That's how they think in their head. They think everything's just about images. Look tough or look weak so people can help me. And even though it doesn't work, because people see through it. People see your actions and say, hey, you're a bully. You're picking on women and children. You're weak. Pick on somebody your own size. And people are seeing through that. But they don't know that. Their insecurity is usually based around superficial things. Like image or not being tall enough, not being strong enough, especially for dudes. And it's going to lead you to do dumb things. You have to draw a line in the sand and say, I don't care what people think about me anymore. Just draw a line in the sand and say, hey, you think I'm dumb, think I'm whatever. Just say, I don't care anymore. Move on. You got to realize not everybody is important to your life. Oh, the friends you hang around, are they really close friends? Are these true friends? Or are they just, acquaintances? Because if they're just kind of acquaintances, then you shouldn't be trying to impress them like that. You have to draw a line. In fact, so what if some random guy said mean things to you on the internet? Who cares? You're never even going to meet that guy in real life. So who cares what they say? See, an insecure person, a weak-minded, narcissistic person, is so focused on their insecurity, it consumes them. That's all they can ever think about. Narcissism begins when you think that your feelings matter. They get those negative feelings in their head, and eventually they just become, when you're obsessed with your negative feelings, you're also just obsessed with yourself. And you start forgetting about other people's feelings. You forget about morality because it's just about you now. And it's just this dark path. Draw a line and say, I do not care what people think about me. I'm going to go about, live my life. And I'm going to keep, I'm going to be happy. I'm going to play video games, do whatever it is that makes me feel good. But they can't do that because they're so focused on their insecurities. It's consumed them as a person. Do not be like these people. Bible says, anything that is worth praising, praise him. I'm probably screwing up the quote. Bible says, be grateful, be thankful for what you have. They can't be thankful for what they have because they're too focused on their insecurity. It's just consumed them as a person. It's all they think about. And it leads them to do those fake tough guy things. Look up Karen videos, body cam videos. You'll find they're going to act all big and bad until the cuffs come out, until the other guy starts fighting back. Then they act like cowards because they can't handle it because that's all they were. In their mind, they start act a certain way. In their mind, it's all about images. And when the image doesn't work, they convert to another image. Act like a victim. And that image doesn't work. Act like a tough guy again. It's like they're not processing that this isn't working. They're not processing this. This is the narcissistic abuser mindset. So obsessed with insecurities, you devolve into a cartoon character. The cartoon character is all about image and looking a certain way. Like, subscribe. See you guys later.